So, Dean, what are we talking about today?
We're talking about inflation.
Oh, is that what you get when you have a really big meal in a restaurant?
No, Norm, it's when things go up.
Oh, well, if you're new to the channel, we're Tina and Norm, and we talk all things inflation.
Yeah.
We would just like to say that we've noticed we've had a lot of new subscribers recently, and we'd just like to say thank you. We really do appreciate your vote of confidence in becoming a subscriber. And if you're not subscribed to us and you like what you hear, then please consider subscribing to us and maybe give us that
Thumbs
thumbs
up.
up.
Yeah, that would be great, wouldn't it?
Satine, inflation.
I know. You know what? We've been hearing a lot about inflation in the media lately, Norm.
I have.
But it's we're now actually experiencing it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And the other thing is not only inflation, but supply chain issues too.
Yeah, we're seeing shortages starting to come back again.
So we're kind of finding that prices are going up faster than they ever seem to have done before.
They do.
Yeah.
And one thing that I suppose we are thinking about is government policies on inflation. Obviously, we've had a dreadful pandemic,
Yeah.
which has brought its own stresses to the economy and to individuals. But inflation, how it usually works, we've been through large inflations twice or three times in our marriage,
Yeah.
is the central banks increase the interest rates and they increase them quickly to bring inflation down. But they're not doing this, not in Canada. Our rates are artificially low, and because of that, we're not seeing the increase in our savings account interest. What's the best that we get at the moment, Teen, on our savings account?
1.5%, and that's with one of the high interest savings accounts with one of the online banks, not the normal high street
No.
banks. They're a lot lower. So 1.5 is the highest we can get.
But the inflation rate in Canada in April was 6.7%. And as you can see, a 1.5 interest bearing account is in no way keeping up with inflation at 6.7. Anyway, that's our little rant on what our government should be doing is to because they're mandated by law to keep inflation low in Canada.
So I also think, Norm, that this means that we're either going to have to make cuts or we're going to have to increase our monthly budget to be able to cope with this situation, don't you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
So does that mean another side hustle, team?
Maybe we could start a YouTube channel, Norm.
Oh, do you get money from YouTube?
That's so funny.
Teen, on a daily basis, how is this affecting us as a couple?
Well, you know, there's a lot of the favorite foods that we buy, and I have noticed, Norm, that the prices have shot up hugely over the last few months. For example, some of our favorite products, mayonnaise is one of them. We always used to get that, if you remember, on sale at like $3.99.
That's right.
Now we struggle to find it on sale at $5.49. Another one would be a dozen eggs. We would get that a few months ago at like $1.99. Now we're paying $3.27 for that.
Wow.
Butter, that's another one. We used to get that for $2.99. Now it's a bargain if we get it for $4.49. Those are huge increases.
In a very short period of time as well.
Yeah. Oh, and of course, the other one too, Norm, is our favorite Folgers coffee.
Oh, yeah. We love that.
Yeah, that's our great start to the day, isn't it? We always were buying that at $5.99 on sale, and now we struggle to get it at $7.99. Those are pretty big increases, don't you think? Yeah,
Especially as
yeah.
wages and pensions are not increasing
Hmm.
at that rate. So another advantage of being retired, teen,
Oh, what's that, Nom?
we don't have to drive as much.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
We don't have a job to drive to.
No.
So we are able to offset the price of gasoline or petrol. And but the crazy thing is, in our town, when we looked at the average cost of a liter
Yeah,
of gas 1 year ago, it was 125.
unbelievable.
Last weekend we filled up and it was $2 a liter. It's just insane.
That was crazy. We've just not seen it over $2, have we? No,
No. So we're not driving
no,
as much.
no.
We'll either walk
Yeah.
or we'll just not bother going out.
At least that kind of keeps us healthy, Norm, if we're walking.
It does indeed.
But it is still a shock about the price of gas,
It
isn't it?
is.
Yeah.
And it seems to be yo-yoing around
Mm-hmm.
195, 196 to $2.03.
Mm-hmm.
But our sense is it's only going to go up from there.
Plus, Norm, we were also getting extra taxes on this too, aren't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the crazy thing with our government is that they have this carbon tax, and everybody felt that during the pandemic they would put that on hold just because a lot of people have having financial
Mm-hmm.
difficulties through their work, either
Yeah.
being laid off or
Yeah.
restaurants closing down and this type of thing. So, no, they went ahead in April and they increased the carbon tax on gasoline. So, not only did inflation make gasoline go up, supply chain make gasoline go up, but our federal government put an additional carbon tax on it. So, another area that we're making cuts to, I suppose, to try and cope with inflation is one of our favorites.
Oh, that's takeout Indian food. But if you notice, Norm, we're not having as many takeaway foods anymore. We were doing them maybe like once a month before, but now we're probably doing maybe once every 2 months. So we've cut down on our takeaway foods that we were having. We're also finding, aren't we, that we're doing a lot more cooking at home.
Yes, we are.
So we're
And
having
we're
to,
enjoying
yeah,
that.
yeah, we do like doing that. So we shop for the bargains
And when
and
we do
cook at
go
home.
out, because we go up
Yeah,
to the trailer,
yeah,
we take a picnic with us. We don't bother buying food
no,
from fast food outlets. It's healthier
yeah.
and it's more convenient, but it also saves money as well.
So that has affected us too with small things like that, hasn't it? Trying to find ways of cutting costs and saving money.
And I'm sure other people are doing the same as
Yeah.
well.
So there's another thing that a big impact of this financial situation at the moment is that, of course, the stocks have gone down in the stock market.
Oh, yeah.
So, you know, a lot of people sort of go into panic mode, don't they, Norm,
Yep.
when things go down like that? One of the things that we're not doing is we're not selling our stocks, are we?
No, we're not. Tina and I are not financial advisors. We're not financial planners, and we're not licensed to give financial advice.
No.
We're just telling you what we're doing as a couple in retirement. So the financial market, yeah, it is going down from where it was, but our dividends are staying and they're continuing to come in from the good quality
Yeah.
Canadian banking stocks that we have. So as Tina said, we're not selling stocks. It wouldn't suit us financially to do that.
No.
We buy and hold type investors, and we also like to buy low and sell high, as opposed to the reverse of that.
No.
So what we're not doing is we're currently not buying any stocks, and we're just putting our dividends into savings
Yeah.
in cash, and any excess savings that we have and any excess money left from our budget after we've paid for the expensive mayonnaise, we are leaving that in cash in our savings accounts.
But you know what, Norm, that is still a good feeling to have, isn't it? That the money we're not sort of spending is staying there in the savings account. So that feels good that we're not losing it, isn't it?
It feels
Yeah.
secure at this
Yeah.
moment in time.
Which is great.
And if you have any doubts about your investments, please do seek professional financial advice and don't take what we're saying as financial advice.
So, really, the overall impact of inflation is that our buying power from the pensions that we get is now a lot lower. So, what we were getting more. Now we're not getting as much with the actual pension money that we have coming in.
That's right. So we're either going to have to cut our budget, reduce our consumption, or increase our money. Will the increase in inflation change your decision if you're not already retired? Will this put you off retiring or postpone it for a little while? How are you going to cope with inflation? We'd be interested to learn.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always leave a comment in the comment section and let us know how inflation is affecting you as well.
And we hope that everybody is staying safe.
And keeping well.
Until the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.